I'm gonna run down and get another program, bro. I'll be right back. Dive in. Excuse me.
Escorted by Nathan Bennett, senior helicopter. Kelly is being met by her parents, Ron and Jared Hawkins. escorted by Jeff Dominguez, Senior Sheriff Jackson.
I tell you, just go inside door.
Cheryl is taken care of by her parents, Ron and Mary Jackson.
That's why I don't know that. Go in the back door and turn the floor. And go get it. I do.
In the fourth car, driven by Robert Harlow. Jennifer is being met by her mother, Dana Flager. And in the sixth car, driven by Mark Clark. Is the 1998 homecoming queen, Lena Masterson. We're going to keep this suspense for a minute here. London homecoming position.
Down here. No, down here.
Tonight after the game.
Oh, the bug bonfire.
Our kids can't stay. They got to be in the building.
You can see it better right there.
You're going to be on TV.
Okay, that's real good, Carl. Carl, slide back to the L one more time. Just leave it there for a while. Yeah, it would be. No, I'm going to use that. Is that the closest we can get on it? It's not bad. Okay, let's take her down. Folks, the line trying to get into the game. We got about 5 minutes to start. Hey, people are actually packing this place. It's unreal. People trying to get in for the game. This is a show place of show places, I tell you that, folks. If you're not here, I see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. Okay, pick up the cheerleaders if you would. Give them some play.
This would not be possible. Allstate Insurance, Carol Barker Agent, Big Kmart, Happy's Pizza, Rex Castle, Steve Thomas Insurance, Church and White Company, Citizens Bank of London, Big Clifford, Ted and Karen London, Conrad Automotive,
Give you a quick rundown of
Melville Dunn, First Carrot
Licking Valley's stats. They are
Johnson Investigating Service,
3-2, I believe, coming into this contest, with wins over
Gary Leonard,
Logan Elm,
Madison
Sheridan.
Dayview, and family.
They lost to Jonathan Alder.
Merchants Bank,
They beat Grandview last week,
Tidal West,
43-6. So this might be one of the better contests that we've had this year. Doug, I'll get Doug started here. I've got Doug back with me after flying all over the world. past few days.
I don't know if you want me to get me started. I might not quit again.
You're doing fine. I just got to have something to fuss about, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
I tell everybody he talks too much, but if you don't talk, then I'm lost. So don't worry about me.
I think this is the first game we've seen out here tonight. We have 2 mascots, one for each team, too. Did you see that, Gary?
Are they wrestling yet?
Yeah, we might get to see that here.
What is Licking Valley called? The Cats, maybe?
The Licking Valley Panthers.
Panthers, okay.
That explains that.
The teams are getting ready to come on the field. Once again, it's Doug Green and Gary McNeil coming at you. And last week, Doug, you missed a really fine game. As far as London goes, they had, I think, scored something like 60 or 61 points. Plains ended up with 13 or 14, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, I know they had a pretty good game last week. I guess we did it all with a lot with the passing game. The running game was effective. It's really going to be interesting tonight because we're playing a team with a winning record. They have a 3-2 record. This team seemed like they matured as they went along. Licking Valley I'm talking about.
Right.
London, you know, it's easy for us to say they haven't played anybody yet, but you know, those teams are playing other teams now, and some have winning, losing records. London to date, the teams that they've played against carry a 9-16 record overall for the year, so they have been playing teams with losing records. Tonight they play one with a winning record, and we'll see what happens. I understand a few players. I've seen Jesse Mullins walking around with just his shirt on.
Busted his knee up last week in the game against Plains.
So we'll see. You know, that's obviously he was a leader on this team, so it'll be interesting to see. Tyrone leads the cast and crew out onto the field. Got to be wound up anytime you have homecoming here. First homecoming here at Bowles Field.
Yeah.
First queen crowned.
Yeah, I didn't catch who that was. I'm not sure we was able to pick it up, but the loudspeaker system didn't seem to be coming through to us, and our microphone was right at the window. It just so happens that the press box sits almost level with the top row of the people. So when they stand up, or if they get to talking, everything they're saying is coming right over the microphone. And so hopefully we're able to talk over them without too much problem. Trying to see which one of these girls got it. I don't know which one it is. I'm not going to say because I don't know. Who won? Who got the queen? Okay. Yeah, Kelly Hawkins was crowned queen. And here comes Licking Valley Panthers out.
Not only did she get queen, but she had a few kisses on the cheeks from the London football players, which is a tradition here in London.
Right. And we got all that, so if you're watching this, you've seen that. Licking Valley's wins are coming in. They got 3 wins over a team called Sheridan. I'm not too clear on where that's at.
That was a close game, too. 14-12 was the final in that game.
And then they beat Logan Elm pretty big, 52-7, so we know they can score. So this could be, get teams that can score. There's always that possibility they put points on the board against you.
Well, the Alder game, they just lost it by a few points, and I guess that was a real close game. Alder made some crucial plays there at the end of the game to actually pull that one off. So looks like we're going to be playing a much better team than we've seen in a few weeks.
I hope so, because I want us to win, but I want us to get some experience under our belt as far as when we get into situations where it looks very good that we're going to be in the playoffs. If we haven't really played against anybody that's given us any, then when you hit playoffs, you're going to hit some good teams.
Well, over the course of the last few weeks, we have seen some borderline sloppy play. And anytime you're in a big blowout game like that, throwing the ball downfield, you have a 50-50 shot at getting picked off. And we've seen that there for a stretch. He had 9 interceptions in 2 weeks. However, on the other hand, he was throwing the ball extremely well to his receivers. Brian Willer was making big plays. Andre Tyree and Josh Dickens was doing an outstanding job down there. So I know that Dobmeyer's having a great year for him being back there. Yeah, but he's got 3 good caliber receivers too that he's throwing to.
Yeah, and the more you look at this team, you're seeing a lot of athletes on this team. It's not just 1 or 2. He's got an arsenal out there that he can go to. So they may be a lot better than I've actually given them credit for.
268-pound Andre Tyree, number 21, ready to kick off. He gets a leg into it. It's going back to about the 20-yard line.
Oh, good scoop by number 1. Uh-oh. And he's brought down on the 25-yard line. Looked like he had a little headgear that time.
Number 36 was in there, made the initial hit and slew the receiver up, and then Josh Dickon came in, number 10, and actually made the tackle. Number 36 is Dusty Jones for the Red Raiders.
I couldn't get another insert for us, so we'll kind of share this thing. Number 1, I think it was a returner, and his name was Ryan Bush. Go ahead, you're the man.
He's back to pass. He's looking deep for a receiver. He's got him open, but he overthrew him by about 7 yards on that. It looked like the receiver actually had a step on Wheeler that time.
He did have a step.
Something we very rarely see. And Vanover, the quarterback, number 8, just outthrew him by about 7-8 yards on that play. Number 9 was the intended receiver.
Looks like they've taken a few things out of our playbook.
Wade Kirk. Got receiver split to both sides. They also split in the backfield. Vanover under center. He's going to run the ball right up the middle for about 1 yard on that play. That was a designed quarterback sneak on that. Take a step back and then try to come up through.
And James Young and Johnson was in on that tackle that time.
James Young, number 53 for the Red Raiders. He's carrying some weight behind him too.
Yeah, we talked about him. He said he's going to catch me going down the street one of these days and he's going to pounce on me.
That's 6'3", 295 pouncing on you, Gary.
I hope I can outrun him.
Vanover's back up to the line of scrimmage. Receiver split to both sides. Backfield.
Good quarterback cadence there, and I think Drew may have drawn London offsides.
Well, it's a case of who crossed into the zone first, because I did see the guard for Licking Valley, but nevertheless they're calling on London. So instead of looking at 3rd and 9, it brings up about 3rd and 4 on the play.
3rd and 4.
Which definitely, that was a set play too, come up, called on 2. London should have known better on that. But they're a little excited. Homecoming night.
Yeah, all pumped up.
Big weekend playing for all of them, I'm sure.
You got to know that everything that's done this year on this field is records as far as this field goes.
There's a hand to the deep back. That's number 2 for Licking Valley, and he's smothered right there. Brings up a punting situation.
Initial contact was made by Tyree.
Also number
21.
79, Johnson was in on the tackle. Gerald Nethers for the Licking Valley Panthers carried the ball for about 2 yards. Punt formation. Wheeler's back deep, number 18 for the Red Raiders. Also number 10, Josh Dickon.
I can see they're not taking any chances because they only had 1 yard to go for that. It's going to be a return.
Wheeler took the ball. He's
going backwards.
He lost about 4 or 5 yards on that play trying to get around, turn the corner, but that happens.
And that's some of the better coverage we've seen this year, so you may be right that when we're maybe playing a better team, it's going to make us really show what we can do.
Licking Valley did an outstanding job getting off their blockers and getting downfield. Either that or the punt team didn't do their job as far as holding.
I'm looking forward to the challenge. Just bring me home a win, boys.
Number 18, Wheeler, comes to the wide side of the field. That's Josh Dickon, number 10 on the far side. Dobmeyer takes the snap. He's looking to pass the first play of the game. Receiver's Andre Tyree. 12-yard passing play.
And that pass is there almost all night long for Tyree.
Pushed out of bounds by number 32,
Well, he tried to get the critics right there. He said every time he throws the ball, they throw it deep. That time he ran a 12-yard out and delivered the ball just perfectly, Dobmeyer did.
Well, last
week
they changed it. Laney picks up about 3 or 4 yards, about 3 yards. Last week they changed it up, and that's how Tyree scored a couple times. Tyree had, I think, well over 100 yards in receptions last year.
You have such a big guy, the way Tyree is, coming off as a tight end. He's a heck of a target. He's got some sweet hands for a big man. I formation again. Dobmeyer comes up under center. Split to the near side is Josh Dickon. Far side is Wheeler.
Looked like he might have checked that play off.
And
he's got Wheeler open. And it's almost a near circus catch there. Those are the ones that Wheeler usually doesn't miss.
Those are the ones he doesn't miss. That time he did, however. Dobmeyer got initial pressure. He stepped up in the pocket nicely, and we all oohed because he could have ran for about 40 yards and no one would have touched him.
It looked that way.
However, when you got a guy with hands like Wheeler out there, you need to try to get him the ball. He did. The ball was just a little bit overthrown. Wheeler couldn't come down with it. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
7.
3rd down, 8. 7.
I'm going by the clock. You're counting the yards.
Twins to the far side of the field. Josh Dicken in motion. It's going to be a running play to Josh Dicken, who gets
And it's nothing doing.
caught for about 0 gain on that, right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that's a play that we've seen London run time after time, and I'm sure Licking Valley's seen it on the film tape or two. First time I've seen London stop for a little while. Their offense has been pretty explosive the last 3 weeks. This time it brings up the punter, who probably had the least action the last few weeks. Josh Enlow is the punter.
Enlow's your punter, yeah, number 89.
First 3 and out we've seen in a few weeks. Enlow standing at the 30-yard line. He gets his leg
Got plenty
into
of
it.
time. Oh, nice end over end.
Taken at the 20, that's number 1, and he's brought down hard.
Oh, and who gets him?
51 for the Red Raiders down there on the return. That's Kyle Thomas. Makes the play.
Thomas. You tackle that time. And the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
So with 8 minutes, 34 seconds to go, both teams exchange punts out here tonight. The receiver split to both sides of the field for Licking Valley. Inside handoff to the fullback. He finds some room there, about 5 yards on that play.
I lost. That was a good fake there because I lost the ball carrier. I was number 32. Kogan ball, I believe. That's what they called him, Cody Kogan ball.
That's a long name there, Gary.
That's it'll wear you out.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 for Licking Valley. Receivers, same formation. They're split to both sides of the field.
Got Dickens and Wheeler manning the outs, the wide outs.
Another handoff, it looked like, to the fullback. He
Kogan
picks up
ball.
about 3 more on that play, so he's starting to grind the yardage out on the inside. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Actually, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1
That's close.
for
Looks
the
like
Panthers.
almost could call for measurement on that. No, I can see the ball now.
Seen some nice running play right up the gut from the Panthers.
Yeah, they're going to try those 270-pound people out there.
Inside
Oh, quarterback.
that's an option
He takes
right
a
there.
pitch, and he made a mistake there. Had he made that pitch and it'd been caught, number 2, Nethers had an open field. And if I remember correctly, Nethers was a pain in our tail last year.
Well, the quarterback obviously had some wide open space in front of him. He seen the defender. He could have pitched it. He elected to hold on to it and picked up about 9 yards on that play. Here he's going to hand it off to the tailback for a run. About 4 or 5 yards on the play. That was a nice cut power play in the middle. Number 45 in on that tackle. That's Willard.
And the ball carrier was who? Number 2? That's Nethers with the ball carrier for them.
Just adding to another gorgeous night, Friday night we've had here,
Oh,
and a
man.
streak of many.
We had one year, Doug, that went the whole year. I mean, nothing but beautiful weather. Couldn't believe it. Uh-oh.
That's a backside play to number 2, Nethers is their ball carry. Picks up about 7 yards on that play. Brought down on the play by number 54 for the Red Raiders, Kevin Gibson. Had split back formation, brought him from the backside and had the lead blocker in front of him. Actually, they had a nice trap play set up there.
It's time for London to dig in now.
London's defense getting challenged for the first time in the last 3 or 4 weeks as the handoff. Well, there's a fumble on the
Fumble,
play.
and London could have the
Still
ball.
loose. That's Willard.
And it's going to be a touchdown. Willard,
He's at the 30.
the big play.
He's in the
In.
end zone.
Touchdown, London.
No flags on the play. Nice hit there on the quarterback. Wish we had instant replay. I couldn't see who hit him. quarterback made a bad decision of trying to still get rid of the ball. He should have just tucked it. It was a 6 points mistake that he made right there. The ball popped loose. Willard came through and picked it up and scored.
And we just got done saying that the defense is being challenged, and they stood up to that challenge that time. London takes the lead 6-0 right now, pending the extra point.
6 minutes, 2 seconds to go the first quarter.
And Mr. Myers will be going to extend his string. He missed one last week, Doug. Couldn't believe it.
For a freshman, he's been kicking extremely well out here.
Ball's down. Ooh.
That one's blocked, but it still went through. Tip that went through.
Strong foot, yeah. He's holding his head saying, wow, they got in there pretty quick that time. That makes the score 7-0. Hold on, Carl. Scoreboard.
London getting ready to kick off again. Looks like number 1's back deep for the Panthers. That's Ryan Bush. And
Jared Nether. Yeah, 1 and 2. That's a pretty easy combination to check out. 1 and 2.
Kicking team for London comes back on. Second time they kicked off here in this first quarter. Real nice crowd out here tonight, Gary.
Oh, London has been really putting the people in this place every time they've come here.
When you're undefeated, it helps out. Tyree gets his leg into this deep.
Strong that time.
10. Ball's taken by number 1. He's taking it. That's Bush.
He's got some room.
Finding some room. Split the seam right there on the kick team. Brings it all the way up. 30-yard return brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line for Lincoln Valley Panthers.
I look down at their legs and it reminds you of a horse race, wasn't it? A real tight race, and all of them was just, it was so
hard to
tight
see
in
numbers
there.
in there.
Yeah, it was.
We talked how important it is to stay in your lanes when you go down there on that kicking team. If a hole opens up and the returner sees it, he could be gone.
London a little lackadaisical about getting on their defense set up at Valley to play, then they might have been in trouble.
Open receiver, he overthrows. Number 9 was the intended receiver for Lincoln Valley. That's
covered by Dickens.
Wade Kirk.
Yeah, okay.
Josh Dickens had a pretty good coverage on him. Those little 7-yard hitches are kind of tough.
They are. And you're taking a big chance on them because if you got somebody a little speed out there covering you, they can be picked off pretty easy.
Here's a handoff to no, that's a fake. Good ball fake by the quarterback, Vanover. That number 22 was actually wide open out here. He actually overthrew him. Mike Hupp was the intended receiver. Overthrew him from, I don't know, 3-4 yards over his head, wasn't it?
And he had another receiver on past him, deeper down the field, that was what was open, looked like too.
He's done a pretty good job with the ball faking. Of course, I'm getting old and easy to fool up here too.
Say it again.
Lincoln Valley comes back with split receivers. Vanover under center, he takes a snap. Good coverage downfield. He's going to run the ball. And he's tackled B.J. Laney, come up fast from the corner position, knocks him out of bounds. About the 43-yard line.
He's going to be short by about 6 yards. And first down, we're going to go 4th down. On the 40-yard line to give him a generous spot there. Carl said, watch how close they huddle on the ball. That's why I said say it again. I have my phones turned down here.
Pump formation, Willard Dickens back deep. Here's the punt. It's kind of a low punt.
Line drive.
Good initial block by Josh Dickens. Willer's trying to drive forward. Picks up about 7-8 yards on that. Much better on that return than he did on the last one.
Right.
I'm sure the coaches remind him not to try to run around, just go straight upfield.
One thing that happened there was the wall was set up, but they went out. The defense went outside of the wall, which forced Wheeler inside to where all the action was.
But to get to yardage, you got to go north and south. The senior quarterback, Daubenmeyer, brings his crew back up to the line of scrimmage. He's looking to pass here. Looking deep downfield. He has covered, actually. He's still moving around in the pocket.
He's scrambling.
He's going to be taken down. Number 70. No.
Lord.
That was hard to bring him down. Number 70
Yeah.
was in there hanging on for dear life.
Almost a 25-yard sack that time.
Zach wanted to get rid of the ball, and
He really didn't have anybody to get. And when you run around that long, you're going to take a chance on getting the illegal receiver downfield, but
or tough.
he didn't have anybody to throw to. That's where you're. Go ahead.
Good coverage downfield. That brings up second down and long way.
That's where it takes a really smart receiver to get over there in the open where he can see him when you see him scrambling like that. So he does have somebody to throw to.
Inside handoff to Laney. He's trying to get a lot of that yardage back on one play, and he's going to
A
come
little
back.
spin move. He got almost back to the line of scrimmage, the original line.
Nice draw play there by London. It brought B.J. Laney. He gets it clear up to the initial line of scrimmage. London's not wasting any time. Coming back up to the line of scrimmage. 3 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dobmeyer under center.
3rd and 11 on the 33-yard line.
He's
Dobmeyer
looking
back
to pass again. Throw right over the
Oh.
incomplete pass.
in and out of Willard.
45 Willard was the intended receiver. He usually is the blocking back there. This time they brought him out here in the screen. He was wide open.
I didn't get to see who got flattened, but somebody come up through on defense and just flattened one of the Laney.
Number 22, B.J. Laney.
Oh, Laney pulled him down. Okay. Okay, that's why it looked like he just ran over him. When he came in, Laney just pulled him down. That's slick if you can get away with it.
Punt formation for Enlow. He's ready to take the snap. Had a beautiful punt last time. This is another one.
Nice one. Nice punt.
Taken by number 1 for Licking Valley. That's Ryan Bush.
And good coverage is number 36.
That's Dusty Jones, who's done an excellent job this game, coming down and making some nice tackles on special teams.
So right now the game's being played between the 20s, isn't it? Oh, they gave McNeil that tackle. Oh, now they changed it. I'm listening to Carl, folks, so if I'm making mistakes, he's the one putting them bugs in my ear.
It's easy to blame Carl when he don't have a microphone up here to defend himself.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff to number 2. That's Nethers, who's picking up positive yardage. About 6 yards on that big
tackle by
play.
James Young. James looked like he's lost some weight since we talked about him, Carl.
Carl's giving the young man a complex, huh? 295 pounds, 6'3", does an outstanding job.
You be careful because I'll put my headphones on the microphone.
Brings up second down 4 for the Panthers. I formation, receiver split to both sides of the field. Vanover takes the snap. He's handed it off to the fullback. Stop for about a 2-yard gain. Good play up by, I believe that's our friend James Young on that.
Young and Willard. And number 13 also. Who's that?
Number 13, Stoke, in on that tackle.
I'm not sure how you pronounce that. M-I-C-A-H, Micah?
That's why I just went with the Stoke. Brings up 3rd down, and we'll say 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to
Look
go.
for a quarterback sneak. Look at that hole there. Yep.
Vanover's trying to pass.
Oh, and it was there. Quick look-in pass and
Tight end dump, or actually it was a flanker back dump is what they were trying to do. The linebackers came in hard, so he was wide open underneath there. Interesting play call when you have 3rd and short on your 42, 43-yard line where you try a pass play when you have not been successful with it. I'd have probably went back to a running play and picked up a 1st down.
Something that has been working.
Right. Nevertheless, he was open. The quarterback just missed him. Punt formation. Got to watch for a fake always when you're in this position. Punter's got the ball. He's going to go ahead and punt it. End over end, taken by Wheeler.
Young almost got in there at time, Carl. Young was moving. He just about blocked that punt.
Looked like the referee didn't know whether that was going to be a fair catch or not. He delayed when he blew the whistle. Wheeler got his hand up pretty quick trying to make the play.
That gets somebody hurt.
Can't get somebody hurt if the official don't see it. You know, they say you need to hold your hand up and wave it pretty big.
Pretty brushley.
London's offense operating with a 7-point lead here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 54 seconds to go.
And that touchdown was made by the defense.
Receivers, both
Looks
sides
like they're
of the
getting
field.
ready to.
They're looking to pass again. Licking Valley's doing a good job taking that away.
And Dobmar keeps the ball and picks up about 3 yards.
Well, Licking Valley have proved a couple things. They stopped the trap that Dickin ran earlier, and
We
they've taken
got
away
a flag out there too. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
They're taking away the long passing game that London's been very successful on. We knew that the team was going to do that as the season
Eventually,
went
yeah.
along.
But so far they've taken it away.
So far they've taken it away. And with a couple things you can do to get out of that is hit a few 12 yards out, 15 yards, slant patterns. That's how you suck those guys back up on you. Or also develop a running game. Get those safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage.
There you go.
Anytime you can run the ball, it's going to open the passing game. Anytime you can pass it,
It's going to open the running game. We got a coach down here, Carl. We got a coach down here. A coach here in the booth with me. Yeah.
Once again, London's looking at 1st and long. Inside handoff, Laney.
And he stood up.
Actually, that's Willard. The fullback carried the ball. He picks up about, actually it's Dusty Jones, picks up about 3 yards on that.
Dobmar's complaining to the official. Obviously, there's probably some holding or something like that going on, and officials aren't seeing it. That's usually the call.
Split both sides. That's a sweep. Delaney to the far side of the field. Got away from one guy in the backfield. Picks up about 7 yards on that play. Made a nice initial move there. Almost got caught in the backfield. Came straight upfield.
There's number 32 that almost picked him off there. Coggenball. That's the longest name on the page so far.
All those names I'll defer to you to say out.
Yeah, right.
Getting ready to wind down. This will be the last play here of the first quarter. 7-0. Dobblemeyer under center. He takes a snap. He's looking for a dump play of his own. Has Tyree out here with a blocker.
He jumps over a couple people and forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
More importantly, he picks up a first down. It will not be the last play of the first half. 18.4 seconds to go. Nice tight end dump, and also give number 10, Josh Dickin, credit. And he made a nice block downfield for Andre.
And this is the type of play we were seeing last week where they were making the short end passes that everybody, like you're saying, we've seen a lot of long Hail Marys. But they were dumping
you can
off.
get the safety sucked up a little bit closer. We see Licking Valley's playing pretty tight right now to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a blitz on the play. They're going to hand it to Laney.
He's got some room.
He has a lot of room.
One man to beat.
Power through there too.
And he laterals, but was it a forward
18.
lateral? Was that good?
No flags down on that.
No flags.
That's got to be a forward lateral, but
It
officials
sure
are
looked
talking
like
here. If you call flag now, that's going to be bad.
They probably ain't got the guts to call a flag now.
They're getting everybody together to talk about it here. What are you going to do?
It was definitely, they called touchdown. It was definitely a forward lateral. It was a smart move on their play. But I'm wondering what the coach is thinking about a play like that.
I'm wondering how to do the yardage here. You give Laney about 30 and he carried it into the end zone there.
Wheeler?
Wheeler, number 18.
Yeah.
Give him 18 on that. Good heads-up move by B.J. Laney. Broke through the line of scrimmage. He showed some power.
Carl said it was called a fumble.
Meyer back through the kick. This time he kicks it through.
I tell you what, is that Dobmar holding the ball? He done a good job getting that ball down, getting his hand out of the way to keep him getting kicked.
Actually, they called it wide to the left, didn't they?
Yeah, it did go wide left.
Did it go wide left?
Yeah.
Well, London wanted to get another score. 7.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that, I might take a look at that, see how that play looked. Where we at on time on that, Carl?
Andre Tyree, number 21, tees the ball up.
Okay.
Yet again, third kick here in the first quarter.
Number 21, Andre Tyree.
Had that beautiful kick last time, taking it clear down to the 10-yard line. And another kick.
Another sweet kick.
Taking out the 12-yard line. That's number 1, Bush. Coming straight upfield. He finds a little bit of room.
And we got flags flying everywhere, and we got a little extracurricular activity out there. And I think number 3, I'm not going to say his name, is going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
See flags down a little everywhere.
I think he was getting held and didn't like it.
It looks like Licking Valley's actually going to take the hit on this one. They're backing up pretty deep right now. Probably a hold or a block in the back. I didn't see the initial call.
And that's a situation where you didn't see. Usually they catch the second person.
Licking Valley's coach is starting to vent a little frustration up here.
I'm glad they're clear at the other end. We got some partitions here. Oh, yeah. Said a bunch of homers getting the game.
0.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
You think so? 0.8 tenths? 0.8 of a second. Let's see if they can get it off.
Receivers split to both sides of the field. They're starting deep back in their territory. They're going to go for a pass out here to number 3. He has a little bit of room up in front of him, but a beautiful
and
play.
Brought down by Josh Dickens and 45 Willard.
Nice play there by Josh, coming up and just tackling the body. No arm tackle.
You're talking about a sophomore playing like a senior.
Playing very, very well.
He has really matured.
And the best thing about that is he'll only get better as time goes. That's going to bring up the end of the first quarter. Red Raiders on top, 13-0.
And I think Willard was in on that tackle too. End of the first quarter, London leading a score of 13-0. What's going on here?
Change of the first quarter. Panthers starting the second quarter with a run play. Successfully ran up. Let's see who made that hit right there. There's a nice play coming up on the play. Number 22, B.J. Laney, was the one that put a power hit on him.
I got caught up in Carl talking, and I said, what are they doing? They're not going to kick off? I did, Carl. I'm waiting for a kickoff, start the quarter.
You're just used to London scoring so much, and anytime we get a break, that's usually what it is a kickoff.
It's a kickoff, yeah.
Brings up third down, and they're calling it 7. I'm calling it 6 right here for the Panthers. Man over under center. He's got 3 in the backfield. Going to hand it off to the, I'm not sure who exactly had the ball on that. They tried that fake 3 or 4 times. Number 2 looked like
54 was in on that tackle. Who's that?
54 for the Red Raiders. That's Kevin Gibson. We've called his name in time or two tonight. He's having a good game. 2 of the big men, Johnson and James Young, come off. Some of the smaller, a little bit quicker guys get out there on the field. Punt formation, and we're calling the timeout by the London here. Probably a case of either not enough men on the field or too many field. 2, 4, 6, 8,
got
10.
Wheeler and Dickens back.
We got 12 guys out on the field for the Red Raiders. And you know,
somebody's got to come off, huh?
Someone's got to come off. Here, I'll give you guys a clue if you're listening here. If you go out on a punt team and somebody's already in your position, you probably got 12 guys on the field. Always baffles me.
And Coach Dobmar wants to know how this can happen. Let's take a break.
Punting into zone 1-yard line, London will end up with great field position. Number 18 Dickin back, or number 18 Wheeler, and number 10 Dickin is deep. They're staying at the 43-yard line. Fair catch is called by Josh Dickin. He takes it down at the 44-yard line. Great field position for London.
Great concentration by Dickens. I watched him watch that ball all the way to his hands. So he's, like I say, this young man is really looking at a future.
London's offense has struggled except for one big play by B.J. Laney, who give the assist to Brian Wheeler on that, too, for the touchdown score. Other than that, you take away that play, Licking Valley's been holding them in check most of the game. However, they haven't had field position this good. This is the best field position they've had.
I'm looking for them to open it up now. They've got a little lead now. They're probably some of the jitters out.
Laney's the eye back. They're going to fake it to him. There's a lot of pressure on Zach there. He's down at the 52-yard line. I'm trying to see who.
They just about took the ball away from him.
Number 31 was in on that play, too.
Wolf.
Lambert was in with. Looked like someone came very hard from the backside there, and
Coffin ball.
Zach really didn't have a chance to see
I didn't see how he didn't see him because they come from both sides. So he was definitely concentrating heavy on the receivers.
Second down, 16 for the Red Raiders. There's a quick pass. That's blocked down. That's loose ball.
Hey, that's a fumble. That's a fumble.
It is. The ball's turned over. Licking Valley celebrating already. Tried to get rid of the ball. It was batted loose right there.
That's about the third time we've had that happen. We had that happen in the Madison Plains games, but we were lucky enough to get on the ball. Somebody smart enough to go after it. Or was thrown back like that.
Football's a game of mistakes. You just got to be able to improve on them and make the least to win. I formation for the Panthers. They're going to hand it off to the tailback. No, he's passing the ball right there.
That's a good fake there. Where is the ball?
Pass for about a 9-yard gain. That's number 9 was a reception. Wade Kirk is the one that brought that in. Great play faking.
He's a 5'10 junior. Wade Kirk.
Boy, for a pass play, they had guards pulling and everything else. You know, they really get into that play faking. They're going back to the pro formation again.
It's probably their best field position they've had tonight, too. Oh.
There's a defense jumping offside. That's an easy way to pick up a first down.
They finally drew somebody off. They jumped twice. I'm not sure who that was.
Second down and 9 goes to 1st and 10.
But they wanted in there bad because they'd made 2 anticipations and didn't. Neither one of them was right.
Easiest way to pick up 5 yards is from counting from 1 to 2. Changing your cadence a little bit. Crucial times. London ought to be ready for that. I formation once again for the Panthers. Running inside, I believe. It's number 32. Picks up only about 2 yards on that play.
Coffin ball. Cody.
Coffin ball. They're only giving him 1 yard right there. London's defense needs to make a good stand down here.
Ball's on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 9.
8 minutes, 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Seemed like the first quarter went by pretty slow. There's going to be a handoff to the deep man. That's a tailback, and he's hammered by number 54. Nice hit there on that play. That's Kevin Gibson.
That's Kevin Gibson, yeah.
Having an outstanding game here tonight. Give him only 2 yards on that. Was a backside trap by the deep man. Kevin came up and put his head right in his chest, and that's what you're supposed to do. Good form tackling.
That will stand you up. You get that head in your chest. And we got a wide out to the left, number 9. That's Wade Kirk.
Receivers to both sides of the field. He takes a snap, 3-step drop. He's looking for a receiver. He's got him.
But it's nothing good. Look like he's still dancing
still
around.
on his feet. I'm not sure what's going on there.
And he ended up with about a 5-yard loss on the play. Tell you what, he's quick.
I like seeing that. Josh made the initial hit out here and then followed back up with the tackle. Number 6 also.
He should have went down on the first hit.
Mark Thompson did a good job staying with it. Good
Mark Thompson.
London flying to the ball. They really didn't give up, and that's what you need.
I nicknamed these kids the Puds about 3 years ago, and Mark Thompson's one of them. And the Puds are making me proud.
London not putting anybody deep, hoping the ball bounce into the end zone. Panthers trying to go for a corner kick here. Looked like London could have easily blocked that kick.
And we're going to get a dead ball on about the 10-yard line. London will take over 1st and 10. We have 6 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the half. Score 13-zip, London. All that flying's kind of getting to you, ain't it, Doug? Don't you be passing on that stuff over this way?
It's starting to catch a cold a little bit. $90 yards to go here for The London offensive crew. Receivers split to both sides of the field once again. He takes a snap, he hands it to the deep man. B.J. Laney, who's having a great game tonight.
And he knocks off about 12 yards that time, picks up first down.
B.J. Laney, we seen him a couple weeks ago starting to run real hard. He's continued doing it tonight. Carried the ball 4 times, 70 yards already tonight. That's pretty good.
That's good.
And that's taking a few yards away from him for that lateral to Wheeler.
Is that a lateral or a fumble?
I call it a lateral. Inside handoff to Willard. Picks up about 2 on the play. Got to keep the fullbacks happy, give them the ball every now and then.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure. Scott Willard, your fullback.
They tried to make him real happy earlier in the game, sitting him out on the screen. Ball was just a little bit overthrown, or he had a lot of room in front of him.
We got a 2nd and 7, running the ball on the 23-yard line. Double wideouts again, 1 to each side.
Willard's a fullback. B.J. Laney's your deep back. Pressure once again. He's looking for Willard. He overthrows by about 4 yards on that play.
He's getting pressure, and he's also being hit when he releases the ball, which most teams have not been doing that to him.
London's offensive line needs to gel a little bit more together, keep these guys out. You know, Licking Valley's obviously seeing that London can throw the deep ball. One way to stop it's get pressure right on the quarterback and also keep your safeties deep.
Not only that, there's a big article in the Dispatch this week, and I'm sure Licking Valley read that, and they're going to just make him prove what he can do. But that line has to help him. He can't do it by himself. Oh, look at here.
And you go from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12 with an offside penalty on the Red Raiders.
And I would think that was going to be a quick end for Tyree. A little over anxious. Anticipating a touchdown pass. You hear me coaching, Carl? Oh, yeah. Saying all the wrong things.
Backing him up.
London's coming into this game with a 5-0 record. Licking Valley 3-2. It's 3rd and 17. Your call.
Zach's up under center. He's looking to throw this time. Looking for his receiver, Andre Tyree. Came back and made a beautiful catch. Big Andre just stretched it out right there.
Let me tell you something. Somebody that big is going to take up so much room. He had 2 defenders right there on him, all over him.
He turned that big body around and stretched it out and made a beautiful catch right there.
And I think that, to me, it looked like that's what the play was. That's why he took off so quick the first time. Maybe wrong, but
24 yards on that pass play. Give credit to big Andre coming back for the ball. Myers coming up under center. Got 1 receiver split to the far side. They're going to hand it to Josh Dickin on the inside.
And nothing
and
doing.
Valley has that play. They're all over it. Number 50 is on the bottom of the pile for the Panthers. That's Montgomery. Bill Montgomery.
Oh, Bill.
We've seen that play rip off some pretty good yardage in the previous games, and I'm sure Licking Valley's all over it now. Receivers split to both sides of the field. He's looking to pass again, but he's pressured.
And he's going to be taken down. And it's a fumble.
That ball's loose. Pick the ball up. Nope, they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Did you hear a whistle right away? What was that?
I'm not sure what happened there, but to me, I'm not sure. It could have been intentional grounding.
But you got to call a whistle when the play's dead. I didn't hear one.
Well, we couldn't hear one. I could hear their coaches raising Cain about one of their team players to pick the ball up, and I don't know why they didn't.
Anytime that ball's on the ground, you need to pick it up.
Automatically.
So we're seeing a little bit of fluttering by the London offense here tonight. They've only good for 6 points so far tonight. Pretty much being held in check. Intentional grounding's a call. Worst thing about that is that's a loss of down, too.
Yeah.
So that brings up third down. You know, we've seen some big third down situations here tonight. Twin split to the near side of the field. That's Josh Dicker, number 10, 18 Wheeler. Dabmeyer's looking to throw. He's got pressure again.
And he's picked up again.
And he's taken down hard.
Nothing doing. Another loss of about 2 yards.
Coach Emmett will be getting on that offensive line. They need to give him a little bit more time there. And some of the trouble is anytime you run those deep patterns, it takes a while for those receivers to get downfield.
That's right.
So your offensive line has to hold them off a little bit more. And, you know, Licking Valley, give them credit. They're coming hard and they're coming fast.
At him.
They're susceptible when they do that, too.
That's right.
Susceptible to little dump patterns or over-the-middle patterns. In lows, in for a punt. We see motion here everywhere. Dusty Jones comes in tight.
None look like they're a little confused on their.
After two nice punts, that one came off the side of this foot, and that's going to be some
Licking Valley roll.
Great field position for Licking Valley. Taking it to 46-yard line.
Following on by number 61. We'll give him some play.
Number 61, that's Justin Castle.
Justin Castle. He made sure nobody picked up and ran with it like we seen happen the other night.
Number 61, that's one of the few times you get to touch the ball if you got the number of 61 on your shirt. London's defense trying to hold them off. Did an outstanding job the first half. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Vanover's looking to pass. There's some pressure.
Good catch.
Well, that ball was juggling around. He had a receiver open. Almost came down with it. Give Wheeler number 45 for the Raiders credit. He was right there hanging on him.
Him and Tyree both. Tyree thought he had an interception there. And give Wheeler credit for that tackle also, I guess.
Dusty Jones put pressure on the quarterback. He was in there awful quick on Vanover, who had to get rid of the ball, and that probably caused a little bit of trouble there. Nevertheless, they're ready to go right again. He's going to throw the ball. Nope, draw play.
And nothing doing.
Draw play to Jared Nethers.
Number 79 for London in on that tackle. Johnson.
Johnson made a nice play on this. Like I always say, in order to run a draw play, you had to throw a pass or two and be successful at it. We've only seen one pass come out of, well, he's throwing a couple more, but one completion come out of Licking Valley.
Right.
Therefore, you're really not worried about the draw play. Third down and 12. 3 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Man in motion is number 2. That's Nethers. No one's out there on him.
Oh, good spin move by the quarterback. Didn't get far, but he did get out of that, back to the line of scrimmage anyway.
Picks up about 3 yards on that play. That's going to bring up 4th. You know, when you're this close to halftime, why not go for it? 4th down, 10.
Both defenses are playing exceptionally good ball.
But then again, Licking Valley saying pin them back there, make them cover the course of the field so they don't go up 20-0 instead of 13. London puts Wheeler back, number 18 deep for the Red Raiders. A little bit of pressure on the punter, but he gets it off. Wheeler's going to catch it at the 20-yard line. So with about a 22-yard punt's all that covered.
Yeah, really.
London's defense ready to go back out there. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Or London's offense.
Offense, I can already say.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zach's been doing some talking to him. What's that noise, Carl? Buzzing. Must be coming through yours.
Dabmeyer, he takes it and pitches it off to B.J. Laney, who comes in, and then outside. He's got
an outside route.
Shows some
We got an angle. Can he catch it?
30.
Number 9's got an angle on him.
There's the angle. Yeah.
Can he get it? Yeah.
Water play, though. That traveled.
Wade Kirk in on that tackle.
I traveled 70 yards on that play. He almost went coast to coast. Instead, number 9 come up and knocked him out of downs. That's a long run right there.
That's a long run.
70 yards. That's 140 yards rushing already for number 22, B.J. Laney.
B.J. Laney. And there's your angle we talked about so much about how to learn how to take the right angle. But this number 9, Kirk, he's pretty fast.
He closed the gap pretty quickly. He's only a sophomore, I believe. Offense all the way down. This is the best time they've took a snap. They're at the 5-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. We got Will or Dusty Jones, and they're going to hand it to B.J. Laney.
Yeah, you get that far down, give him the chance to make the touchdown.
He's adding to his total. He picks up two more yards on that play.
Well, somebody stopped me the other day and they said to tell you to get your stats right. Don't be giving out false stats. I said he's charting everything that he gives out, so if he can't be off a yard, no more than a yard, we got a player down.
Well, my theory on that is they can sit up here next to us and do it for us. It'll be a little bit easier.
Got that right. We'll take a break here. Coming off the field, they say look like they're working for trying to work a cramp out. He's a pretty muscular young man, so
well, he just ran 70 yards down the field too.
And then give the ball back to him on the next play.
London trying to punch it in. They're at the 3-yard line.
Got McNeil in there. We got a full eye here. Look at there. Look at that eye.
Willard, Dusty Jones, and then McNeil. It's a deep man. They're going to hit it at McNeil. He's right in.
He's in. I told you before, that boy knows how to. He knows. I got to say this. He knows how to smell. He smells pay dirt.
First rushing play of the game. He picks up 6 points on that. That's not too bad. 3 yards is all he had to go.
That makes up for one he had last week, Doug. He caught a pass, ran about 50-some yards for a touchdown, and somebody threw a clip behind him and had nullified it. So I know he's a happy young man right now.
Got to give credit to B.J. Laney, who took one play 70 yards, got knocked out of bounds.
To do the announcements for the band, just get in there.
Here we go.
And we're going for 2, huh? Dalmar rolls out.
He's got
Pass
Andre.
Tyree.
That adds 2 points on there. Andre Tyree. I do see a flag down there. We're going to have to play this one again, I believe. Let's see what the mix-up is.
Holding against London nullifies the 2 points. I'm sure they're going to. Can't you decline this?
Holding against the Red Raiders.
Yeah, London.
So they're going to back it up 5 yards, and they're going to try it again, it looks like. Nope, they're going to go for the 1 point. They're bringing out.
Oh, okay, they scored, so they're going to take the penalty and make them try it again. Somewhere I got my wheels were turning backwards. Don't need no comment from you, Carl. Oh, we're going to try. It's going to be like almost a field goal situation here. Look for a fake field goal, folks.
30 yards is how far along Sean Myers.
He got one before, didn't he?
There's a snap. Dog Myers sits it down. It's good.
It's in the air. I see hands go up. We got a field, 2 points. I wanted to call it a field goal. I wanted to call it a field goal.
That's a deep extra point right there.
While you're there, get the clock, Carl. London 20, Valley 0. 142 to go in the quarter. Kickoff here. Tyree's getting some more leg work again. You know, they have that 50-yard kick at halftime for the new car. And I'll tell you about, a little squib here. And it's picked up by
64 trying to get his name in the book here. He had a nice little return there for a big man. He returned about 6 yards. London just wanted to kind of get the ball on the ground there for not a big return. I don't know.
But finish up what I was saying about that kick. If my cameraman gets picked, I'm going up and run the camera because he got him a special shoe.
Carl brought him the atomic shoe tonight. Looked like he had that thing in the shop class of the shop the last couple of weeks. Here's a pass.
Oh, and it's caught.
A little dump pass to the wing back right there. Nice play for about 6 yards, and he gets out of bounds. 1 minute, 29 seconds to go to half. Yeah, Carl made him was working out in his shop for the last couple of weeks. As soon as they heard he was going to give away a car with a kick.
He's got sponges and steel and
I think he said there was a spring or two in there to kind of help that ball release off the toe of it.
A magnet.
A magnet, that's what it was. Doesn't he know that usually attracts things, not spring it off?
Oh, man.
There we go. Receiver split to both sides of the field. 2 men in the backfield. They tried to draw someone offside. Pressure on Vanover. He's brought down.
And
Big
look
number
who's
53.
in there. The big pile-on man, number 53, James Young, in there on that tackle.
Also, Andre Tyree, number 21.
Oh, Lord, there's 600 pounds jumping on you. There's no way you're going anywhere.
Well, the first half's been mainly 2 big plays, and both of them done by B.J. Laney to set up the 2 scoring drives. A pair of 70-yard runs. Vanover keeps it. He tries to go forward. That's going to keep winding the clock down. 50.
Stoke was your ball was your tackler that time.
Seconds to go in the first half.
And we got a timeout.
0.6 seconds ago till halftime. The Panthers trying to get something on the board to work with at halftime. He takes a snap. He's looking for a pass.
2 drops there.
Beautiful pass there to his receiver. Bounces off the shoulder.
And caught, intercepted by
Josh
and he's
Dickens.
down.
What an incredible play right there by the
And
sophomore.
tried to stay up and run and make a return on it.
But I tell you, that was a beautiful pass, and he had a receiver. The receiver let it get to his pads, and that's something you don't like to do.
Bounced straight up in the air, and Josh comes down with the ball. Yeah, it's surprising that Josh didn't try to knock it down, or the receiver didn't knock it. Carl bounced right off his pads. He should have caught it.
Receiver should have caught it. Josh should have probably knocked it down. They'd had a much better field position.
Oh, yeah.
But he's young, and that's a better stat to go down with, you know, having that interception.
We got a 20-point lead, Carl. Give the boy his dues. He made a beautiful play.
Carl's giving us a hard time. Looks like London's just going to take a knee and call it for the first half. 20 points. 38.9 seconds to go here in the first half.
Got McNeil back deep, tailback, but it gives Laney a chance to loosen up a little bit. Be ready to play the second half.
That's going to run things out here in the first half.
And we're going to end this first half with a score of 20-0, London.
It's worth holy mackerel, 450 yards.
Did I just hear holy mackerel?
Holy mackerel. That's what you can win if you got the winning ticket.
I haven't heard that since I watched Andy Griffith when I was 12 years old.
Andy Griffith?
They said they call you Opie. Carl said they call you Opie.
That's the first half. London's ahead, 20-0.
And we'll follow the team out and go right to the scoreboard. And we'll have a little more for you after the band. Are you going to do the band, Carl? Okay. We got to do the band. Give them their dues. I'll let you do it from up there. I'm going down.
My Vicky Sue Rock Contest Show. Our drums feature, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. C-Jam Blues, and of course our all-time favorite, our White Song and Alma Mater. Hit it, band, let's go!
with a
Kick for the car. Oh yeah, he's getting some distraction.
Yeah, you got a different shoe on. Carl's talking about his shoe.
Uh-huh. Looks like he put some wing tips on there. I don't know what kind of shoe that is. Here he goes.
That's about a 20, 25 yarder there, Carl. That's a beautiful try. I didn't catch his name.
He's probably glad about that.
Tremaine. Okay, what'd you say?
He's probably happy you didn't catch his name.
Is that Scott Tremaine? Scott Tremaine, yeah. Okay. And get a chance, Carl. Swing over in the crowd here and get a shot of the crowd. One particular spot down that corner. See if I can find them. They're in the bleachers. I don't see him. Yeah, there she is. There's my granddaughter with the big heart on her thing. Let me step out the door and holler at her. On her shirt. Yeah. Yeah. See, I told them to do it. Yeah, they're leaving. I told her to do it just before kickoff, but maybe they forgot. Or maybe they're going down and get a better angle. But anyway.
Hey, big guy, how are you?
Hi, Bob.
Good, how you doing, man? All right.
Yeah. You get a good shot of the whole crowd if you can. We got a bunch of kids here tonight, a bunch of people. I think the 50-50 raffle was worth well over $400.
Close to 4.5.
Yeah.
Seems like the temperature's dropping. We haven't seen the shirtless London crew come through tonight. It might be a little cold for them.
Yeah, we haven't seen the skin gang.
We'll review some of the stats here from the first half.
Oh,
really.
Carl said we haven't seen the concession stand up here yet either. You got anything to add to that?
Let's just go over some stats here from the first half. Really, the only thing that separates this game that we've seen in the first half is basically 3 big plays. 2 of them by B.J. Laney on some nice runs, and then one of them was a good hit and a fumble recovery by Willard. He took it into the end zone. Looking down the yardage, 7 carries for 143 yards, roughly.
Roughly. I like that.
Quarterback Dobmeyers threw the ball. We got him as 3 for 7 for 44 yards. He's kind of having a little bit of trouble with the pressure that he's getting in there. A couple balls have been batted down and a few overthrows. Anytime you run a deep pattern, got to have a little extra time. And we've seen the Licking Valley's main thing they're going to do is put pressure on him, throw the blitz at him. London needs to shore it up and get their blocking a little bit better at the line of scrimmage. You know, they're missing one of their big guys, one of their leaders, number 58. That's Mullins for the Red Raiders.
Jesse
and I'm sure that definitely hurts the interior line.
Right.
And Licking Valley knows that and probably blitzing that gap a little bit more. And also, he's kind of a team leader with those guys too. So it's going to be nice to see. You know, 3 big plays gives you a 20-point lead. That's good. Mostly when your offense is struggling a little bit.
But you know what? If you look at most games, they're won and lost on the big play. You've got to have that big play scenario in there somewhere. And not saying that they don't have a good offense and defense. You got to have that big play that will usually break the game open. London's going to receive second half. We got Laney. Laney's back on the field now.
Good to see him back. I'm sure if they score one more time, they might start giving him a break the second half. Don't want to risk any injuries. Upcoming for the Red Raiders, we got some pretty close games, don't we? Or some pretty tough games coming up. I know Alder's coming up quick, and then we got Bexley, and
yeah.
So
Lakewood.
Really no room to relax.
Greenfield McLean, they haven't been raising too much cane, I don't think.
Anytime you got a 0 in the loss bracket, every team kind of plays at a different notch at you too. Here's going to be the kick. It's going to be taken by Josh Dick, and he's about the 16-yard line, trying to find a little room. He's got some room in front of him.
And we got late. Watch out, Josh. Keep your cool, baby.
39-yard line. No flag on the play, though, but obviously a late hit.
A late hit, definitely, right to the head, too.
We've seen the officials kind of miss a few calls out here tonight. It's a good way to get someone hurt if you allow those late hits to happen.
I had some, I work with some older officials, and I work with one of the officials who is the president of the Officials Association in Ohio. and he was telling me a lot of the officials you get nowadays, they don't start when they're younger. They should start in the lower grades and work their way up.
Inside handoff to the fullback. That's Willard on that carry. He was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Frost is who they called on that, number 74 for Licking Valley. Got the tackle. Dunning taking a different approach, come out with a running play to start things out. Good field position at the 40-yard line to start out the second half. Josh Dickon, number 10, split to the far side. Brian Willard to the near side. He's looking to pass, and there's that pressure we talked about. Ball's thrown short on the play.
And it was really amazing how I thought he was caught. He just sidestepped just enough to make the blitz missing. It's almost like a blitz play there.
There's a couple things they're going to have to do to keep that pressure off of him. One would keep a back in there to try to pick up some extra blocking. But the other would be try to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker.
A little quicker, yeah. Just dump something right over the line of scrimmage. In short.
Same formation as before. I-backs B.J. Laney. Willard's your fullback. Looking short, there we go. The ball short hops. Willard on that play, the intended receiver. That was about 5 or 6 yards underthrown. Looked like that was not a good series for him right there.
Yeah, both those balls he threw that time were thrown into the ground. They maybe 3 or 4 yards short.
The first time he had pressure, then after that it was not good. I'm sure he's going to get talked to on the sidelines and get it geared up for next time they're out there. So London goes 3 and out. Start out the second half. Licking Valley trying to get back in the ball game.
Thanks.
2 nice punts and 1 average one from Enlow so far tonight, and that's a pretty good one right there.
And ball falls dead. If you don't get that end over, that spiral coming down, you're going to get a negative bounce for you. And London goes back out on defense as big James Young goes trotting out there.
James Young, Andre Tyree, number 54, that's Kevin Gibson.
Kevin Gibson. You know, Kevin got big. He wasn't always that big.
Johnson, number 22, that's B.J. Laney. He's ran all over the place tonight. 20-0. Licking Valley trying to punch one in the end zone here.
And we are in the second half.
I formation. They're going to hand it to Nethers, number 2, who's stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
I didn't quite catch that last statement. They're trying to punch one in the end zone from their own 20.
Trying to put one in the end zone, punch it in the end zone. Yeah, trying to get a score here pretty quick. 20-0.
I had to jump on that. My first thought, punching the end zone, were they going the wrong way, something here?
Well, pretty much. If you don't score on this drive, this is an important drive for them to try to get something going offensively. If London get the ball back and score, the game's pretty much over. I formation. He fakes. He tried to keep it. And he's brought down right there. I'm not sure who had the ankles. The number 54, that's Kevin Gibson, who had a hold of his ankles.
London's tightened up that defense this coming in the second half. I'm sure they went in there and got a good hard talking to, because we do have some coaches that like to express their opinions very loudly.
Licking Valley's ran 2 plays for -2 yards. That's a pretty good stat. Really, we've seen not too much of an offensive game. We've seen 2 big plays that go for 70 yards each, and that's about it. Vandover takes a snap. He hands it to, I believe, Nethers right there.
Another loss for about 2 yards.
79, Johnson was on the play. Seen 3 plays ran, -6 yards. Outstanding job by the defense.
Carl said the coaches said don't listen to how they say it, listen to what they say. Said the coach, that was their remark to him, listen to what we say, not how we say it. Because they say it loud. Say it loud, I'm proud.
It's going to be great field position. 2 receivers at the 45-yard line. That's Wheeler and Dickon. That ball's going to go to Wheeler. He's going to take it at the 50. And hit initially right at the 50-yard line. Nice play right there by number 1, who flew down for the Panthers. That's Ryan Brush.
He got a minus yardage there of about 4 or 5 yards.
Actually, that's Ryan Bush.
Ryan Bush.
Well, we've seen Brian do that a couple times on the punts. They're trying to go to a wall that's set up along the sidelines, and anytime you get good pursuit downfield, it's tough. You got to run almost backwards to get over there. Sometimes you're better off just tucking the ball and going north and south.
Go north and south.
Receiver split to both sides of the field. Willard remains your fullback. B.J. Laney's in the I-back. Handoff is given to Laney. He finds a lot of room.
He's got some room. And this time he will not be caught. Oh.
He drags.
He's trying. He got in. 2-yard line. He was stretching. He was stretching. B.J. Laney.
Outstanding night tonight.
78 for London.
He was downfield blocking for the Red Raiders. Brad Gorman.
Brad Gorman, 78. Made a beautiful block downfield.
Got him roughly at 9 carries, 192 yards. That's not too bad of a day.
We had a back one year, went 200, averaged over 200 yards a game, every game.
Triple deep in the backfield. They're giving it to Laney again.
And he's up short.
About the 1.5 yard line. Call it to 2. Maybe the concession stand ran out of food.
Yeah, sorry. The concession stand forgot us again tonight.
3 men in the backfield. They line up as Willard, Dusty Jones, B.J. Laney, and he's the one that gets the ball for 6 points.
And he's in. Makes the score 26-zip, pending the extra point.
7 minutes, 44 seconds. Another impressive run by B.J. Laney. That's his 3rd one tonight.
And that's the 2nd touchdown we can credit the offense with.
Offense scored again. Actually, that's a 3rd touchdown we can credit him with.
Credit the offense with. 3rd one.
All of them set up by B.J. Laney's runs. So very incredible.
Very incredible move. What in the world happened there?
Tried to have fake right there with a shuffle pass to number 3 who came across the middle. It kind of blew up in her face there. End result is the extra point was not made.
Not made.
Score remains 26-0. 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go the 3rd quarter.
I don't even know why we would do that when we got a kid kicking so well.
Trying to, well, you know, it's not bad when you're up 26-0 to work on some of that stuff. Might have been the one of the ugliest fakes I've seen. I don't know.
It wasn't pretty, that's for sure. But anyway, we have a score of 26-0, like you said, and we still have 7:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. As Tyree takes a walk to the middle of the field, the lonesome soldier. Get a good shot at the cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders working hard out there. Andre Tyree takes 3 steps and he kicks it on the ground. The ball's bouncing around, taken by number 30 at the 30. That was easy enough.
That was a good call. 30 on the 30.
Matt Booth was a receiver on that play. Either the coach are telling him to keep it on the ground or Andre's getting tired. I'm not sure which, because he was booting him down there to the 10-yard line. Last couple ones are trying to stop him from returning the ball.
London has a tendency, I know they used to have a kicker who could lose the ball. And one year they made him a squib kick because the special teams couldn't really cover the punt, the kickoff.
Van overlooking the pass. He throws another perfect pass.
He's got her out there. Ooh.
Josh Dickin was a receiver. Looked like the receiver, or was the defender. The receiver was number 9, Wade Kirk. And it looked like he had a step on him.
He had a step and a half, and didn't look like I think he lost the ball, because it looked like from here, it looked like it might have been a catchable ball.
They haven't had a very successful passing game, but one thing Vanover does, he throws a pretty spiral. Just it doesn't end up in anybody's hands.
Yeah. See, looks like we got a television station down there. Not sure which one it is.
Well, the more you keep
Channel
winning, I
6.
think the more the TV crews will come out too. Vanover takes a snap. He hands it to Nethers. Finds a little bit of room on
Nethers
the
got
inside.
some room.
About 12 yards.
Finally brought down by number 22, Laney.
Looked like Andre had a paw on him there for a little bit. Nethers just powered his way through there. One of the most successful running plays for Licking Valley was
So
on
far,
that play. 12 yards is what that covered. Nethers been hit hard tonight. Playing the eye back. Receiver split to both sides. Looks like an option play, and the quarterback is just smothered right there by number 54. That's Kevin
Gibson. They smelled that option real quick.
See, called his name about 6 times tonight. He's playing excellent. Got up quick and just nailed the quarterback.
Kevin's a senior. He's one of the original PUDs, too.
They say anytime they even fake an option, that's just a clean shot you can get on that quarterback. So if you're a defensive end or defensive lineman, you might as well take him down every time
Take him down. Put the hurt on him.
Vanover back under center again. Receivers both sides of the field, split backfield. He's looking to pass. Here's a quick pass.
He took a big hit. But 21, Tyree just flattened him and then helped him up and patted him on the head.
Vanover got the ball out there and it was a little wide. Andre put all 268
Oh man, that was a squash there. But he was sportsman about it. When he picked him up and patted him on the head and said, "I'm coming after you next play."
3rd down at 11. Big 3rd down situation here.
Oh,
Looks like offside.
Did you see that snap?
Well, that would not be offside. The quarterback or the center snapped it. Quarterback wasn't ready for it. Could be because he just got hammered the last play too.
Yeah, and the ball didn't even look like come up in slow motion. James Young, big James Young.
At a crucial time, they make a crucial mistake. 4th down, 11. 41-yard line. Back deep for the Raiders, number 18, Wheeler. Number 10, Josh Dickett.
I will put it this way. Madison Plains coach made a statement that this team is just getting better and better and better each week. And obviously they are, because the competition seems a little better tonight, and they're up to the challenge. So
well, I think one big thing is they've made less mistakes here tonight too. And anytime you can make less mistakes, you're doing pretty good. B.J. Laning's made some excellent runs. And, you know, give him credit, but also anytime you run and run successful, you got to have some good blocking up front. So, likewise, you got to give the line some credit for making those blocks.
The boys in the trenches are doing their job.
They start this drive at the 25-yard line. Wheeler, number 18, split to the near side. Josh Dickett, number 10, is a wing position. They like running the trap out of that, but instead they're going to pass. And that was picked off by number 1 for Licking Valley. That's Ryan Bush taking it to the far side of the field, trying to get around the corner.
Got a flag, and it looked like it could be a possible clip.
I see number 66 take the legs out of number 78. And I see another flag down here. I'm not sure what that is. The bad thing is both flags came after the interception, so that means Licking Valley's going to retain the ball. It's just a matter of where they're going to spot it. Andre Tyree, number 21, trying to get a little inside information.
How's the passing stats tonight?
Well, we got him. He hasn't completed a pass since halftime. 3 and 9, 44 yards.
Did you say I had penalties on London, Carl? Both penalties, huh? Maybe we clipped our own player. Well, now you can say they're going to try to punch it in.
Hey, Carl, I believe they're going to try to punch this one in. Licking Valley is.
Carl said, "All right." Is Chicken Wings man up there? Hot Wings Wilson. He come in after the guy. Chicken Wings up here. He's a good sport, you know. We had some fun with him, and it's good. You got to have some fun sometimes.
That takes the ball clear down to the 7-yard line. Obviously the best field position for Licking Valley.
Misdirection play.
Quarterback faked inside, tried to run a quarterback option.
Willard, I think, was in on a tackle, wasn't he?
Dusty Jones was in there too, number 36.
Scott Willard and Dusty Jones. Mary, you tired, Doug?
Oh, yeah.
All that flying. Take a deep breath for 3 years for Pop.
Been all over the country in the last 10 days.
Ain't that wonderful?
Niagara Falls, New York last weekend. Cedar Rapids, Iowa this past week.
I've been all over Navistar this past week.
High formation. He's looking to pass.
And he's caught from behind.
That's number 6, Mark Thompson, made outstanding.
Mark Thompson, the Pud man. That's his, I know of at least 3 sacks he's made this year.
He came from the cornerback position a long way to get Vanover. Well, they started at the 7. They're now at the 12-yard line. 3rd down and 12.
They're trying to save that goose egg up there.
Another sack, and they might be out of field goal range. We haven't seen much from the kicking on them.
Too many players on the field. Oh, they're spread out. They're okay.
Split to both sides of the field. Split backfield. He's looking to pass.
He airs it out. Wow, who made a second hit? Willard after
Josh Dickens was in there.
Held him up, and Willard comes in and lays him out. Number 9, Kirk, was the ball carrier, received that pass.
That's going to put the ball at the 4-yard line. Obviously, a field goal does no good. Licking Valley's going to talk about this one.
How much time we used? Okay, I'm down.
We got Twins going to the far side of the field. Licking Valley trying to put it in the end zone, get something up on the board. The defense trying to secure that shutout. 4th down, they bring the blitz. There's a screen.
He's got a hold. They're going to score. Score by number 23, I believe, 22. Matt Hupp.
Matt Hupp.
That's a beautiful call. They threw us completely off balance that time.
Well, we had people in position to make the play and just was unable to bring him down. Good call, good pass, and nice run into the end zone.
Maybe we got a ticket.
26-6. London, I'm sure for pride, wanted to keep a shutout.
Keep that goose egg.
Winning ticket. Congratulations, kid.
3 minutes, 49 seconds to go.
Gary Johnson.
They're going for 2.
Gary.
He's held up short right there. Nice play by London's defense.
Thanks.
Number 53, James Young, was getting up. I'm not sure who else was in on that tackle.
Okay. Scoreboard 26-6 with 3:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. You see the kickoff. Dickens and Laney back deep. Mark Thompson is one of your up backs.
Had a number change on Jared McNeil, huh?
Yeah, I went to number 3.
Dickens going to take the ball, running right up the middle. He has a few blockers in front of him. He's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think the whole team is on him.
That situation, if you're on the bottom, that's a lot of weight on you.
You got to be smart and just lay there. That's where Jim Brown was so slick at. He was such a strong runner, and when they did get him down, they'd be holding him down and stuff like that. He didn't fight. He'd just take his time, then get up and take his time back to the huddle.
Sure, you get bit and pinched and legs twisted a little bit. Looks like Willard's still at the fullback position. Laney's in the I back. Dobmeyer takes a snap. He hands it to Laney, who's been running all over the place.
They've been making some holes for Laney like you wouldn't believe. I could have run through that hole. I come across Tyree side. Who's in the middle on that side? Kevin Gibson.
Pick up at about 9 in the 2nd yard.
Same formation. Receiver split to both sides of the field. Willard. B.J. Laney's your eye back. They're handing it to Willard right up the middle. He has a lot of room, and he takes it north.
He's still on his feet, almost to the 46-yard line. Go ahead.
He rambles off 18 yards on that quick run right there with a fullback dive. Nice play by Willard. Looks like No, he's back up. Number 74 is limping pretty good. One of the big men for Licking Valley.
And we are at the 3:03 mark, and we have a score of 26-6.
B.J. Laney, 12 carries, 202 yards, unofficially.
That's a good night's work, and it's still not over.
See, when I throw that unofficial in, that should mean give or take 20 or 30 yards.
In other words, don't question my call unless you're going to come up here and keep stats for me and help me out.
That's right. Receiver split to both sides. 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go.
Willard
taking the ball straight up the field.
He's running strong.
Add 15 more yards to his total.
How big is Willard?
Willard is 5'11", 198 pounds. He's just a junior, too.
Just a junior. We had another fullback, trying to think of his name, and run a lot like him. I could use the same number.
Taking the snap, they're going to give it to Willard again. He's doing a good job. He picks up 4 yards on that play.
And you mentioned a while ago you'd keep the fullback happy. I'm sure he's good and happy tonight. He's getting...
Trying to spread it around a little bit. Laney's already ran over 200 yards, and now they're trying to get some totals on Willard.
When you got that many weapons, you got to spread it around.
Don't be surprised. We've seen Willard 3 or 4 times in a row. Don't think those receivers are saying, hey, give me the ball.
That's right.
They're used to getting it 4 or 5 times each a game.
And Wheeler hasn't been getting anything tonight.
Hand off to Laney. He stood straight up. Nice play there by
a host of tackles.
A host. 32's at the bottom of that.
I think that was a gaggle, wasn't it, Carl? At least a gaggle. I think a gaggle is 6 tacklers or more, and a giggle is under 6 tacklers. That was something that those 2 worked for us that first day.
Oh, I see.
They came up with
giggle and a gaggle.
Yeah.
Looks like a passing situation. 3rd down 5. But it said it's a sweep situation. Got a lot of blockers in front of him. He's down to about the 14-yard line. Actually, he's even further than that. He's down the 7-yard line. Nice play there. Give some credit to the line and the fullback. Willard was out front, made a nice block, which sprung Laney straight up the sidelines.
Laney found that hole. You can tell he's looking for a hole. That's a mark of a good running back. Timeout. He said he'd probably go down there and kick that, and we'd be talking, get him disqualified. Yeah, check the shoe. The man with the magnetic foot.
1st down, 8 yards to go. Split receivers. Dobmeyer pressured, and he's brought down quick on that play. Looked like he was running an option on that. Number 31 was in there real quick. That's Jeremy Wolf. Made a nice play on Dobmeyer. Quick huddle there for the Red Raiders. 46 seconds to go. They're trying to get one more play off here. Third quarter.
Third quarter ends.
Dobmeyer comes up under center. Takes a snap. There's a sweep to Laney. Trying to find some room. He's brought... No, he's not
still on his feet.
On his feet.
And he's down to about the 3-yard line.
Number 31. We called his name the last play. That's Jeremy Wolf. Takes him down to about the 3-yard line on that. 22 seconds to go, and now we're down to 18 seconds to go. Time's going to run out.
Let it run.
It's a long walk from coast to coast from 1 2-yard line.
We're going to end the quarter with a score of 26-6. London knocking on the door on the 3-yard line, and will change ends of field. Let's see, have we scored in every quarter now?
I believe so.
That might be what he's doing, saving this and get a score in the 4th quarter.
It's a perfect time to pick up London Athletic Complex. Got it on display right now.
London looks like they're in control, keeping that perfect record through 6 games. That's pretty impressive to start it out.
There's a picture of that blanket there. You can buy.
That's a nice blanket. How much is run?
I don't know what the price was. What did they say the price was, Carl? I didn't hear it either.
I'm told that each one of those blankets comes with a memorable booklet that gives the entire history.
Looks like a few of the fans are starting to leave already, starting in the 4th quarter. Hear that, or they're making a net dash to the concession stand.
Carl said don't get him started on that concession stand.
Red Raiders bringing in their 3 I-backs. Willard, Dusty Jones, and B.J. Laney.
We've seen this play before.
It's been successful a few times. This time it's held short, about the 1-yard line on the play.
You got to have that Buffalo package to make that play work. One of the Buffaloes was missing.
226 yards for Laney tonight.
4th and goal. Ball's on the 2-yard line. This would be a big feather in their cap if they're able to hold here.
Dabmeyer takes a snap. They're sweeping to the wide side of the field. He cuts.
And he's in.
He's in.
He kept those feet driving. Kept those legs moving. Go ahead.
More importantly, they answered the 6 points put on the board by Licking Valley after a turnover. The offense came back and put 6 more back on, 32-6. 11 minutes, 19 seconds to go.
And Myers goes out to see if they'll let him kick.
Well, after that last 2-point conversion try, I think that they might as well just let him put this one through the uprights. Although we've seen 1 tipped and 1 go wide left. So he needs a little bit of practice tonight. The ball's down, it's up.
That ball went way up.
That one's good. 33-6.
And we have 11:18 going to quarter. Okay, hold on. You got her. Having a big bonfire for the game tonight. Homecoming festivities.
As hungry as I am, maybe I'll take my hot dog out there and roast. How's that sound?
Hey,
Kyle?
I come out and saw there was some people. Carl, you missed it. There were some people was having a tailgate party when I come out. Hey, come on over. You want something to eat? I didn't have time.
Andre kicks this one downfield.
I haven't either.
The ball's loose and it's picked up at the 25-yard line.
Those ball, if he's got him on wheels, and who tripped him over the shoestring tackle by number 25?
David Wasmuth. Getting a little playing time, gets a tackle on it.
Wasmuth's in on that special team. Special team's been doing pretty good.
Made a nice tackle. Looks like he's going to earn playing some time out there right now. Keeping him in. Looks like he's giving B.J. Laney a break. Playing a safety position. Quick pitch to the short side of the field.
Looks like we got a fumble, and London may have the ball.
It's picked up.
That's right. Who picked that up, Carl?
Stoke. Micah Stoke.
Just trying to see how tall Stoke is.
6'6".
I thought he looked like he's pretty tall. I don't recognize that name. I don't know if he's new here or not.
Receiver split to both sides of the field, I position. A few new people in there, I believe. No, that's Laney, I guess. He's the same old person.
And he's caught for about a 2-yard loss by number 59, I believe that is. 56. Hartram. Aaron Hartram in on that tackle that time.
Josh Dickens, number 10, trots to the far side. Wheeler lined up as a receiver on this side. Hand off to Laney, trying to pick up some yards.
And we have a flag thrown.
Flag thrown right in the trenches there. Usually in a position of a hold, and I believe I just seen the official show that.
Laney got kind of twisted around that time.
Goes from 2nd and 11 to about 2nd and 21.
It's like about a holding on London, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I would give Laney a break, but I'm not the coach.
Well, we seen him limping earlier tonight. He's well over 200 yards. Maybe one more score, and we'll see some of the other people get in there.
We're at a score of 33-6 now.
London, powerful showing here tonight defensively. Outstanding job. Laney runs the ball for about 4 yards. You know, really, the turnover there was the only reason that Licking Valley actually got close to the end zone.
Right.
You take that interception away, they moved the ball
54
zero.
Gibson, yeah. Gibson's down.
That's bad news.
Had an outstanding night tonight.
I'm going to go down. We're up. Trying to find out who we play next week. As it gets a good hand for Kevin Gibson, who's back on his feet.
Not putting much weight on that ankle there. Had an outstanding game here tonight, though.
He's played a good game. His name's been called many times for. He's been in on a lot of tackles. So.
You guys have a schedule, or is that in the?
I was looking for one now.
It's in the book here. So.
Is it? Okay.
10 minutes ago, fourth quarter. First unit of the Red Raiders still out here trying to punch it in the end zone from the 30-yard line, 36-yard line.
Trying to punch it in, huh?
Just from the 36-yard line. We've seen runs that could do it. There's a pass. That's a quick slant.
Nearly picked off and almost.
Ball was actually hit first by number 9, the defender for Licking Valley, and bounced almost up into Josh Dickens' arms. Number 9, Wade Kirk.
If he'd have made that play, it would have been something else.
We got Lakewood next week.
Quick slant pass.
Next week we go to Lakewood? Okay. That's a good ride, Carlos. Get ready.
That brings up a 4th down for the Raiders.
4th down, 19. London's going for it at the 37-yard line. They're running it right up the middle. B.J. Laney picks it up about 9 yards on that
Met
play.
by number 24. I haven't heard his name
Darryl
tonight.
Mellors. Give Laney 10 more yards.
Laney's padding those stats. But he's getting his dues because he's had his share of off nights in the past. So he's making up for that big time tonight.
Well, he's getting a good rest on defense, too.
Yeah, like Carl said, it's good to see we got a running game.
There's a quick pass. That's a slant. He's number 9's.
And he's still loose. And he took a crack that time. James Young come in and just lowered the hammer on him.
James Young did a good job coming in and finish it off. Wade Kirk was the receiver, made a couple nice moves there, picking up yardage till 295 pounds exploded on him.
I know it. You can probably hear the hit on the over TV down in the middle of town.
Vanover completing passes too little, too late. Throws it up again. That one's going to be overthrown. 3 or 4
like
yards.
Those passes are just like a fingertip away.
Number 4, Corey Balfman. I think it's more like Ballman.
Ballman?
Intended receiver.
I don't know what's in this book. I can't find it. I give up. I know Lakewood's next week, and that's a ride and a half.
See number 13, Stoke in. He's playing defensive tackle there on this side of the field. So they're starting to get some subs in. Vanover trying to throw again. Throws it in the middle. There was no receiver there. Looked like they tried to drag it in across the middle. And by the sounds of the Licking Valley coaches, someone must have hung him up a little bit.
They called interference, I know that.
Well, the good thing is they don't carry a yellow flag in their pocket. 8 minutes, 58 seconds to go.
Cross the DA, we're home.
Fourth quarter. Third pass in a row. He's throwing
There's
it
another
deep.
Hail Mary.
He's got a receiver.
there.
That's number
All
9.
the way down to the 10-yard line.
Wade Kirk. First pass he came down on the long one. Did a nice job.
I tell you what, I'm not going to say it.
Josh Dickin was back deep right there. And receiver just made a good job coming back and making the catch. Puts him at 1st and 10 for Licking Valley.
That kid's got some wheels that made that catch, and he's gotten behind Dickens quite a few times tonight.
Hand off to number 2. That's Nethers trying to run forward. He
Tyree,
stopped on the
tackle,
back.
someone else stood him up. Mossman turned him sideways. Oh, Lord, no thing, Carl.
Carl's starting to get jiggy with it upstairs in the box. I can hear the patter of footsteps.
Oh, man, give me a headache.
I formation. Nethers is your deep back. Looks like a passing play. They're going to hit number 1 out here. He's got one man to beat.
And he's there.
He's in the end zone.
They give him a touchdown. He landed right on the line.
Wheeler was there for the tackle. He just fell backwards instead of falling forward. Fell across the goal line. That's 6 more points. 33-12 is where it stands.
They earned that touchdown.
Big pass play. Set things up.
And it'll do that. They've just been off maybe a skosh of connect on quite a few of those passes. Basically, they've shut down our passing game, but the running game showed up, and that's all it took.
Going for 2, trying to find a receiver, and it's caught. I would have called that a trap.
One official was going to call it a trap, and the other behind him, who was behind the play.
Looked like the ball bounced in there, but
the kid was smart enough to roll and hold the ball up in the air. If he trapped it, he made it look like he made his play.
2 points is anyhow what's put on the board. 33-14.
7:55 to go in the contest. Carl, how are we doing on time? .205.
7 minutes, 55 seconds to go.
And you can see the target on Monday night.
Here in the fourth quarter, 33-14 lead. Red Raiders coming out ready to take the receive the kickoff. Number 3, McNeil's going back deep. He's going to be the lone person back there. Always got to watch out for an onside kick if Licking Valley's feeling lucky. They're going to kick it deep. Actually, it's not even going to make it back to McNeil, but he's going to pick it up. And he's down right there. 23-yard
I don't know what
line.
he did. It looked like he slipped down fell down on his knees. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there.
Looks like number 36, Dusty Jones, is in at fullback. However, I see Willard, number 45, running in. That means Dusty Jones trots off. 7 minutes, 52 seconds.
Come, he took a knee.
Is that what it was? I formation, first string remains in. Inside handoff to Willard. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by Licking Valley. Number 31, we've called his name a time or two for Licking Valley. Jeremy Wolf.
Jeremy Wolf.
He's 5'10". He's only 165 pounds in there.
We've had some 150, 65 pounders that have been tigers in there. Letting give Laney a little rest. Got McNeil back and tailback.
Receiver split to both sides. Tight ends on the far side. Number 21, Andre Tyree. Inside handoff. That's Willard grinding out some yardage there.
Look at this. Willard all the way up to the 45-yard line.
23 yards on that play. Nice job. And we see someone down. Number 50 is down, a little bit shooken up. Now he's getting up. We'd like to see that. That's Jake Emmets.
I think I see some awful clean jerseys in over there on the Licking Valley side of the field. We might have some subs in there too. Quite a few subs in.
Quick pass to Wheeler on this far side. He's brought down right at the line of scrimmage there, right in front of his 45-yard line. Wheeler had nowhere to go. Number 1 was there real quick. Number 33, I believe, is there also for Licking Valley.
His night hadn't been too productive tonight. They've been putting the pressure on Dobmar, and Wheeler hadn't been able to get out there in time, get the ball thrown to him.
Well, give Licking Valley credit. They did some film study. They shut down that inside trap that Dickenois ran.
Yeah.
And also they shut down they took away the long passing game. They did it with good coverage and then by throwing the blitz
I still say we're going to go for one for the night's over.
Well, that could be true. Not this time. He decides to keep it for about 1 yard on the play. They're still hitting out there, hitting pretty hard. 5 minutes to go. 33-14 lead. First string still trying to work on a few things. 44 yards is the passing yardage tonight for Dobmar.
That's quite a drop from what we've been having. I think last week we had around 300. The week before that we had yardage.
He's under center. That's a backside handoff to Dickens. We've seen that run it 3 or 4 times.
Looks like a fumble.
Well, the only one's calling it's Licking Valley's players. He's down on the play. Picks up 1 yard on there.
Makes it fourth down for London. Timeout.
Josh Enlow, 4th down situation. He's in the punt for the Red Raiders.
Raiders taking the time. We had somebody out wide. Decided to come in. Oh, jumped in the red zone. In the neutral area.
Well, that easiest way to pick up 5 yards. I'm not sure.
Now we'll go for it.
Licking Valley, why they jumped. London wasn't even down in a position to even snap the ball. They were standing straight up in the air. Called a cadence, and Licking Valley jumped in there.
Probably a rookie trying to get a
hit
playing time.
5 minutes ago.
And London's got the Buffalo package back in there.
They sure do. This time it lines up. Willard, Dusty Jones, and McNeil, 3 deep. To the hands to McNeil. He squirts to the left and picks up about 5 yards on that play.
I tell you what, if he ever would make his mind up, just go ahead and run over somebody instead of stopping and taking the hit and then trying to push them and then run through them, it would probably be unreal what that boy could do.
Well, they pick up another 4th down situation. Players down. 4 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. 33-14 lead.
And we're counting 33-14, 4:51 to go. And we have an injured player down. Walked off on his own. Yes, he did. They helped him off.
Here's a snap. He throws it short hop to Josh Dick and number 10 out there.
Now, would that have been a fumble?
No, I believe that was thrown. I don't know. Was that thrown behind him a little bit? Looked like the official said incompleted pass.
At least Josh did the right thing. You said they put an air cast on him, Carl?
Well, they tried to. I believe they took it back off.
Carl,
Did it have it on? Wing formation. We've seen them run the trap out of this. They're going to try it again. Josh goes forward for about 6-7 yards on that.
And he's brought down hard by number 1, Ryan Bush. Josh Dickens, your ball carrier. Keep that clock rolling.
4 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
How's your colors up there, Carl?
They're bringing a wing to this side. Wheeler's your split out man. Man in motion.
Man
Here we
in
got a
motion.
sweep. He's picked off quick by number 2. That's Nethers came through there.
For a loss of about 5 yards.
And that's what we don't like to see. He's limping right there. Josh has played extremely hard tonight. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go.
Carl, I'm not going to repeat what you're saying, Carl. You get me in all kind of trouble. Yeah, he's trying to set me up. Dickens gets put up on line. He's wide out. We still got Wheeler out here, and he hasn't been. Almost thrown into an interception there, as Dobmar was rushed hard, huh? Yeah.
Well,
That was almost like a shot put.
B.J. Lenny's done extremely well job tonight with his carrying the ball club offensively, but take away some of his big plays. The coaching staff has a lot to work with. Even though they're 5-0 and winning by a couple touchdowns here tonight, they cannot be happy with the offensive performance. And they got a lot of film studying to do. Licking Valley's not going to quit, though. They're looking to get rid of the ball.
And we got James Young.
Coming
The
down
Bear.
hard on him. 295 pounds takes the air right out of the lungs of Vanover.
Shut up, Carl.
Carl trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, he's trying to get me in trouble. I'm not going to repeat. I wish I could put this headphone on there and let them people hear you.
2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Vanover takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Pressure. Ball's tipped by McNeil.
Oh,
but it's
man.
picked off
Can
by
you
Nethers,
believe that?
who has nothing but green in front of him. Josh Dickens trying to make the play. And he does at the 13-yard line, but he's hurt. I tell you, he was limping at the dead run. That's something you don't want to see. He was limping on the offensive play a couple plays earlier, and you could tell he was in pain when he went down there.
Ball was tipped by McNeil, and the ball tipped right into the receiver's hands. Yeah. Percy King.
Too little, too late for Licking Valley. 33-14. London's on top. 2 minutes to go. That receiver's wide open out there.
Oh, who held him up?
Josh was a defender.
Josh and Willard come out and finish. No, 30. Is that 25 or 35?
Wasmith was over there on that. Second down, ball on the 8-yard line. 1 minute, 32 seconds to go. Licking Valley takes a snap. There's a legal procedure call.
What's that,
McNeil,
Carl?
number 3's in on defense. That's don't usually see him in on defense a whole lot. He's the one to tip the pass up here.
Yeah, I tipped the pass.
Tipped it right to Nethers for Licking Valley, though. Unfortunate. Second down. 8 to go.
Tyree come in on that play there untouched. It's a good thing he did blow a whistle because somebody got hurt.
Receivers going to both sides of the field. Clock still winding down. 70 seconds to go in this ball game. They're trying to throw deep.
Trying to go for all the bunny. We're down at the 108 mark, Carl. They're going to drag it out. Josh is wore out. He ought to be wore out. I mean, he's played a lot of games, a lot of balls on both sides of the field.
It looked like he hurt his leg or his back or something there earlier. He's got a limp to him.
When he made that last tackle, he kind of did a flip there.
Dusty Jones, number 36, taking this side as the defensive end.
Oh, it took him long enough to throw them flags.
Well, actually, he's not at legal procedure until he stopped. Well, you can go in motion. He just needed to go one way or the other.
Did you see two people jump on the line?
One person jumped on offense. Looked like two on the other side. Could be wrong. Been wrong once or twice.
In your life, huh?
Worst thing about that is it stops the clock. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go.
Yeah, Carl said start the clock. Well, he's giving back those that minute he took away from him a while ago.
Passing situation, he's thrown. He's got a receiver out there. Might have been one of the ugliest routes I've ever seen run in football right there. I don't know what that was. Looked like he tried to run a little hook pattern or out. He
in and out, and
looked like he was totally off balance. I'm not sure.
He looked like he was falling when he was trying to make the catch.
We've seen him catch some good balls. That's Ballman, and we've called his name a time or two. He's caught the ball a few times tonight.
We got 5 seconds off that clock that time, Carl. We gonna make it through this tape?
4th down. Passing situation, he adds a receiver out
and
there.
And the quarterback can't catch. I shouldn't have said it like that, but...
Nether's number 2 was the passer. Quarterback Vanover was out on the route.
He might not have won that ball because there's a defender right there in front of him.
Josh Dickin was out there ready to pop him as soon as he caught it, but here's an interesting situation. 58 seconds ago, first team staying out there.
Yeah, I believe I'd take Josh out and feel the people that's limping some. Wouldn't take any chances unless he's going to take a knee.
Receiver split to both sides of the field. They're going to run it straight up the gut. That's Willard trying to gain some more yardage.
Yeah.
Gets about 5 or 6 yards on that. He's up close to 80, about 70 yards roughly.
Unofficially,
roughly.
Yeah, it's over now.
40, 30 seconds to go.
And running.
London trying to get one more play off.
33-14.
Hand off to Willard right up the middle. That's going to end it, folks. 33-14, another impressive outing for the Raiders.
Another impressive win. The Raiders comes out victorious 33-14.
Some of the highlights.
Some good play. Go ahead.
Some of the highlights. B.J. Laney running all over the place. Unofficially 234 yards. I'm sure the people correct me next week. That's pretty good yardage right there for the young man. He's carried the ball, has 3 beautiful runs. One of them he even turned and pitched it, or officially it was probably called a fumble, but he had some nice runs there. Also, Willard popped off a few. He got close to 70 yards ending up with tonight. Passing game we seen kind of sputter a little bit, but you'll have that. He was 3 of 13, 44 yards.
44 yards. That's quite a drop. But we expected that to happen sooner or later because once you've been successful as they've been with it, people are going to key on them. You're going to run into some speedy back defenders. So, it's good to see that we did have a running game that would take up the slack when the passing game failed on us.
That's what you need to do. The line came out big.
And I hope you folks enjoyed that and glad you're back from your trip. And if you go to Europe, be sure and I'll hook you up and we'll have you call again from there.
All right.
We'll do it by satellite. So once again, this is Gary McNeil.
I'm Doug Green.
And we're going to say good night and see you. Wouldn't want to be you. Adios. Take us home, Carl.
Right.